guys, if you are coming back to my channel, thank you for returning. And if this is your first time, thank you so much for joining. Feel free to subscribe and click that thumbs up button. In this video, I'm going to be talking about month 2, my second month on keto. So if you haven't watched month 1, I would suggest going back and watch the second meal plan that I did, because I still continued that coming into month 2 for a little bit, for like a week or two into that. And then in the midst of month 2, I felt my body saying, you know, I think we can start intermittent fasting. And if you know me, the idea of starting this in intermittent fasting, I didn't like it because I like food. So the idea of not eating a day or skipping meals, I didn't like it. However, I gave it a shot. So coming into this, again, that meal plan, and then this is what I did on my and I wrote it down, so if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. Again, this actually is another meal plan from Delauer, and if you watch his, I will try to link the video that I took this from there. And again, it's really helpful because, like I said before, the first time I did keto, I gained 20 pounds. And it was because I was just picking and choosing. Oh, well, this is a keto meal. This is okay to eat. And it's not. It may be okay to eat, but all those 3 meals are not okay to be together in that. So for this, it was so helpful. I didn't have to think about it, and I just followed his meal plan. So for non-fasting days, I did 2 eggs and 2 the whole egg, and then 2 just yolks. Then I did half an avocado, 1.5 cups of spinach. The spinach I used, so in the beginning I started off with taking a bag of spinach, sauteing it, and then putting 1.5 cups of spinach into the eggs. However, later on down, I started just buying an organic bag of the frozen spinach, chopped spinach. So I just took 1.5 cups, threw that in, and easy peasy lemon squeezy, and that's what I liked. So, and then in addition to that, 2 ounces of pork, and 2 ounces of pork roughly equals to 2 slices of bacon, just FYI. So in the future, I stopped measuring the 2 ounces. I just took 2 slices of bacon, and then 1 tablespoon of ghee. And then that was my breakfast. Then later for my lunch, I did 5 ounces of lean chicken breast. And again, this is grass-fed chicken, non-GMO. I said in my other video, I'm doing clean keto, so I made sure that I'm getting grass-fed beef, grass-fed chicken. I'm trying my best to not have additional chemicals or hormones put into my meals. So that was important for me. Then I did mixed greens, and I would just, so you know in those, they're little meal plan, like little black plastic containers. Hello, Cassandra, the word's containers. The containers, and then I would just put in some mixed greens. I didn't measure that out. I just tried to, you know, fluff it and just throw some in there. Then I would do 1/4 cup of Parmesan, not the one in the bottle, not that little shaker Parmesan that we're used to put on pasta. No, you want fresh Parmesan cheese. You can get some and then grate it, or for me, easy peasy, you just get the one that's already grated, and that's the one I use. Then I did 1/4 cup of olives, black olives, and then 2 ounces of macadamia nuts, and 2 tablespoons of ranch dressing. Now, Ranch dressing. Be careful of what is in the ranch dressing. Not all of them are okay to have on keto. So what I did was I made my own. And I will try to find the blog that I got it from. I'm trying to think right now and it's not coming to me. So I will link that below. And that's the one that I used to make my ranch. Then for meal 3. Meal 3, I did 6 ounces of a lean steak. And again, I chose the filet, not a ribeye. And in my first video, I talk about why. Then I did 10 stalks of asparagus, 3 strips of bacon, a small side salad. So then for that, I would just put in a bowl the mixed greens that I have for my lunch. I would do the mixed greens. I would throw a tablespoon of chia seed. Now for the chia seed, I use this one that's micro sliced because if you find in chia seeds, when blending them up, all the good oil is at the bottom of the blender. So find yourself one that's micro sliced. Then I would add again some of the ranch, the same ranch that I'm using. And that is a non-fasting day. So to my fasting days, wake up. You can have black coffee. Sometimes I would, but not gonna lie, black coffee's not a fan of mine. I have many family members and good friends that love it, but you got me down to no sugar in my coffee, but black coffee was still not working for me. So, apple cider vinegar in the morning, and then to break my fast, I would do 4 ounces of bone broth. And you can find this at Aldi's. It's really inexpensive, but I believe Thomas does leave an alternate of just doing broth if you find yourself in a crunch, and for budgets if the bone broth's not working within your budget. Then I would do 6 ounces of a lean meat. So I chose scallops. Then about an hour later or more, I would have my first meal. I would do 5 ounces of a lean burger. So for this, again, grass-fed, and 1.5 ounces of mozzarella. Again, I think Thomas says for goat cheese or buffalo mozzarella. However, I'm not a fan of goat cheese, and they didn't have buffalo mozzarella, so I just stuck to the regular mozzarella. Then I did a half of a medium avocado, 1 cup of broccoli. I chose frozen broccoli. It was just easier. And then 3 tablespoons of an olive oil or pesto. I chose pesto. So for those, I love meal planning those out. So that way, especially on a fasting day, it's just so nice to just grab it, especially when you're trying to push your fast the longest you can. It really helps to have it already made. And then pre-bed, if needed, and in month 2, I find myself needing this because for me, when I was breaking my fast, I think it was around 1 or 2 I was breaking it. Probably not 2. It was more like 1. So I needed that extra meal. So for pre-bed, 1 to 2 scoops of a pea protein and a yogurt. And the yogurt, I chose non-fat Greek yogurt. Just like I was using that in my last meal for a replacement of sour cream. So for this was my month 2. Now for the results of my month 2. I came into this at 351, and then I am down to 356. 56. I didn't gain weight. I lost that 346. I lost 5 pounds. Now for this, I started intermittent fasting towards the end of month 2. So it wasn't, yes, I didn't get drastic results as I did for my month 1. However, I lost weight, and that's what matters. I am in the negatives, not the positives. So for me, that's what I did. And I hope this is helpful to someone. Please, check out Thomas's videos for some meal plans. Again, it was really helpful, especially once I started intermittent fasting and just I don't have to think about it. Now, I did make sure the calculations were right in Carb Manager, and where he'll suggest in betweens the ounces of meats, and you need to pick and choose what's for you. So that is what I did out of what he suggested. By all means, if you think you're something else, watch his video to maybe change your ounces. I was bigger, so I need it more. So that's all for this video. Again, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe to my channel. If there's any topics that you want me to discuss, please comment below. Let me know what you want to hear. All right, you have a good one and stay tuned for more. I also wanted to point out that in month 2, I was not working out. I started maybe a few YouTube videos of some dancing, but if I'm being honest, I really, again, wanted to focus on what I was putting into my body. So that was my main focus in month 2.